SharkyBreath.
He plays video games.
Hi there. Welcome back to Disco Elysium. Not gonna lie to you, I was a bit discouraged after last time, but that's just sort of how this game goes sometimes. Sometimes you have an idea of what it is you want to do around here, and it just isn't gonna happen. And that's just Harry's life. You just have to deal with that. You just have to deal with it. That's what I'm going to deal with it. But before I deal with it, when I highlighted this a second ago, I noticed there's something here I haven't actually interacted with. So let's have a look at whatever this is, huh? What are you? Huh? Hypnogamma. +3 morale. +3 take it. Oh, it counts as, it's 3 charges of morale. Ah, okay. Now I understand. Okay, gotcha. It definitely seemed like, well, it's drugs for sure. It's some kind of drugs. But you do a lot of dealing with drugs that are, I was gonna say relatively innocuous, but I don't actually know that they are, you know? What is this door here? What is this door here? How have I never noticed this? Is it just because I have higher perception now? I also need to change clothes, it occurs to me.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Grad Factory of Magnets and Miracles U49. Okay, let's look in the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
Okay, continue.
Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you, making your eyes sting. The odor mixes with cigarette residue.
Great, sounds super pleasant. What kind of stickers and insignia? What about the back seat? Sure, let's start with the sticker insignia.
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
Honor, strength, and purity. I don't like this where this is going. Continue.
A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crowned with wavy rays.
A sun with wavy rays. Encyclopedia, you got anything?
It is the seal of Royalist era Revachol.
Ah, a royalist. A royalist, huh? A royalist lorry driver. What about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Continue.
A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Yelmdal in the Lost City of the Pygmies.
A Yelmdal fan. Okay, gotcha. Continue.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia.
Yep.
Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
He grits his teeth. The lieutenant nods towards the racist lorry driver. Ah, so this is his lorry. Okay, you think this lorry belongs to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Seems like it. Continue.
There he is, in front of Rita, smoking nervously, hoping it's over.
Oh, but it's never over, is it? Leave. Great, so we found his lorry. There he is. Who is he talking to? There's nobody even nearby him. Are you lost? You look lost, out of place. I don't even know. Okay. If we're gonna go back and talk to the racist lorry driver yet again, then, well, let's see what I can do here. Physical instrument. Also, he likes Yelmdal, so maybe this will win me some points. I don't know. Not that I really want points with the racist lorry driver, but, you know, I need any advantage I can get at the moment, unfortunately. Let's see here. Half-light, sure. Let's go into it assuming we're going to need to make threats, even if though this does mean that technically he can't see my shirt. So, well. I don't think the Kingdom of Conscience boost is going to give me any bonus here. Guess let's keep savoir-faire over reaction speed. I guess. That's a tough call, I think. Logic minus authority. Savoir-faire minus visual calculus. I don't know if authority is going to matter for this, but let's assume that it kind of does. This is probably fine. I don't think anything here is going to help. The drama, well, I don't know that I'm going to need drama at the moment. I'm not looking to lie to this guy. I'm looking to twist his arm. It's different. It's different. Perception versus composure. That's a tough call. I don't really understand. I don't at the moment know what is needed in this particular encounter. I mean, I've talked to him several times. It may be that nothing is actually going to change, despite the fact that we just found his lorry, but it sounds like something's changing, right? Right. Logic, perception. Now we'll keep the perception for now. That'll be fine. Composure. Now I'm going to stick with perception. This doesn't matter. It probably doesn't matter, but here's me waffling over nothing. Look at me go. Look at me go. All right. Hi there. Apparently it's not over. How are you?
Looking for something odd? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Ah, so the half-light check is... Aha, okay, so I got a +1 for snooping in his cabin, which puts us up to a 58%, which is still even odds, which still might mean that I'm going to fail again. And if I do, what have I actually lost? Not much. Let's just try again. Let's just try again.
Men like this only respect two things: strength and fear.
Thank you, Half-Light. Apparently we got somewhere. Show me her lorry right fucking now, the lady driver's lorry. Where is it? So we're just gonna shout him down. Okay, great. Let's get scary. I tried to click it. Oh, hey, wow.
You, I told you, I'm not gonna...
We're getting right up in his face. Continue.
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
Presumably gets larger. Let's see. I'm gonna fuck you for the rest of my life, you understand? Well, that's sort of something to say. I'm gonna put you in a cell with a... Oh, boy. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. I've been to your fucking lorry. I know where it is. Point to it. I'm gonna burn it down. You hear me? What's your name, fuckhead? I'm gonna go to the police radio saying this guy told Madre to fuck off. Which direction do we want to go with this? This is the racist one. I'm gonna keep out of that one. I'm gonna back right off of that one. I'm gonna back right off of that one as well because like that could be misunderstood, I guess. Do we want to threaten his stuff, or threaten him in terms of local organized crime, which we were talking with him about before, weren't we? I think we were. Let's just threaten to burn his car down. Let's burn his car down. Burn it down.
Look, fuck you, man. It's a
Tries to wave
lorry
you off.
down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
You don't know, do you? Green banged up thing. Okay, continue.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days.
I hate it when you talk, but here I am needing to make you talk. Where exactly is her lorry?
Past the monument. Down there.
He waves south.
The Green Temple. Now, leave me the fuck alone, okay?
He doesn't sound as intimidated as as that animation was implying. Continue.
A small temple by the monument. Green.
He turns to you.
Let's get into that lorry.
Okay, off we go. Great. Lovely. Finally some success. You know what? I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. I was needing something. I was figuring that the first thing I'd be doing was going off and checking in with Kuno, which is always, you know, so good for my morale. But, you know, I do have 4 morale and 7 bonus charges at the moment, so I'd probably be fine, you know? I'd probably be okay. Okay, so a green tempo by the monument, huh? Oh, I should also change clothes again. Okay, give me a second to change clothes. I guess this is pretty core since I don't have anything else at the moment. I mean, I did just get the piss jacket, which does boost my drama. I haven't even put it on, have I? I haven't even put it on. I guess we could try it. I probably need esprit de corps and visual calculus more than I need drama, but let's at least try it on, see what it looks like, you know. Minus more authority. Who needs it anyway? Who needs it? Me, probably. Okay. Oh, hey, I've got a thought. What do we got?
You finally made it, haven't you? People point fingers at you and whisper to each other when you pass by, wondering to themselves.
Wondering to themselves?
Where did that man get such a cool jacket? Did he receive it upon graduating the École Normale Supérieure de Badasserie? Is he dangerous?
Do I not know the French term for badassery? I mean, legitimately, I don't, but fair enough. Damn right I'm dangerous. Yeah, I'm a danger to myself. What am I doing? This is insane. This is, in fact, the question I asked directly after obtaining said jacket. Oh, man. as hesitant as I am to take this kind of option, to embrace it. No, I guess I'm not hesitant to embrace self-doubt, but since I specifically said these words, I'm going to go ahead and select this.
Oh no, believe me, it will be everyone else who's uncomfortable with it.
Uh-huh.
You're safe. No one dares say a word unless they're, like, from your station and coming to judge you. But what are the chances of that happening?
Does something specific happen if I wear this in front of my boss? Is that what you're suggesting? There is a thought associated. I've lost my confidence. I'm sorry. I lost my confidence. I'm going back. I'm backing off. I'm going away. I'll be over here. Okay, so by the monument, right? Here's the monument. We need a tempo by the monument. Tempo by the monument. Ah, this here. Here we go. Okay. This is probably the one. Let's check it out.
This screen found, A to Z, contemporain, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
It's seen better days, indeed. It occurs to me, by the way, my initial suspicion that the woman I'm supposed to be looking for, the lorry driver, I had been like, well, I don't know, maybe it's Cindy the Skull. But if she's legitimately a skull, probably not, right? If she's a member of the Skulls, I suspect she's got different prerogatives than would be implied by her being a lorry driver. But I mean, wait. That said, if she is a skull, if the woman lorry driver is a skull, that would make it somewhat more reasonable to assume that she might be sort of associated with the drug trade around here, huh? Well, anyway, I'm making a lot of assumptions and not actually reading things, so continue.
This must be the one he told us about. Unless he was lying.
The lieutenant peeks inside. Try to peek in the window. Try the door handle. How are we going to get this open, Kim? Let's look in the window quick.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of the seat and two steering levers.
Well, that sounds pretty standard. Continue.
Posters cover the small windows in the back. You can't make out what's on them.
I wonder if I could have if I had better perception. Who knows? This was technically a success, though. Try that handle.
The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced.
Someone didn't want anybody getting into their lorry while they were gone.
There's no pick in this lock. The owner has put special care into it. It's a recessed design.
I see. Well, how are we going to get this open, Kim?
Use the prybar to smash the window. Open it from the inside.
I mean, do we have the authority to do that? Really? Really? Good idea. I mean, we are in the middle of an investigation. Do we need a warrant for something like this? Yeah, I guess we can just sort of do that, huh? Okay, good idea.
I don't know how good it is, but this investigation has taken long enough. We can't afford it to take any longer.
Sure, sounds good. Well, I probably should get the prybar out, huh? Okay, leave. All right. I got prybars. I got prybars for days. Let's see here. Well, no, I don't. I've got one. I technically need a better one. I can't find a better one. Well, that's a problem for another day, apparently. All right.
This screen found, A to Z,
42%
is parked in the shadow
physical
of the
instrument.
ruins.
Physical instrument. Do I have anything that can boost my physical instrument? Also, was that a white check or a red
This
check?
screen found,
That's
A
a
to
white
Z,
check. Okay.
contemporain.
All right. Well, let me have a quick look through my belongings for physical instrument. I'm pretty sure the only thing I've got is this here shirt, but let me just make sure. All right, there's the tank top, but that's the same slot as the shirt, and I can't layer them up, unfortunately. That would be amazing, come to think on it. If I was okay with just layering up, and I just could put on everything from my inventory all at the same time, I would be the ultimate human. There's a -2 physical instrument. That's not helpful. There's nothing. I have nothing. So a 42%
This
chance is
screen
the best
found,
we're getting
A
at the
to Z,
moment.
Contemporain is parked in the shadow of
Okay,
the ruins
let's try it.
looming overhead.
Fail.
Prybar in hand, you take a hard swing at the window. A loud thunk rings out and the prybar bounces back, leaving a tiny spider web on the glass.
Discouraging. Continue.
Looks like the window might be shatterproof. You may have to rethink your approach.
The window appears to be shatterproof. I'm sorry, it didn't happen. Really? Hit again. Window appears to be shatterproof.
No, it's not shatterproof. Give me that.
He takes the prybar from you and gestures for you to step back. Then, with little warning,
He smashes it into the window. Droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement. You can just reach in now.
So I'm just sort of a wimp is all that it is. Okay, well thank you, Kim. I'm glad you're better at this than I am. All right. Nice. Just open the door from inside. Nice.
It went better than I expected. Open it from the inside.
He nods and gives you the tool back, despite it being his in the first place. Open the door.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
All right, continue.
There's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat where the toolbox should be.
Uh-huh. So something's in the compartment where the toolbox ought to be, and they're trying to hide that. Admire the posters of the actresses, I assume. Examine the radio, check the pedals, peel the cover off the passenger seat, pull out the pull-out toolbox. Well, I see no reason to beat around the bush. No, that's not true. I see every reason to beat around the bush. Let us beat around the bush as much as possible. Let's admire the posters.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century.
So about the time that I was born, I think? I'm in my 50s, right? And it is the 50s? So maybe even before. Continue.
One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat.
Okay, continue.
There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a hint of amberette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin.
Stop and wonder, what's that smell? What's that smell? Study the centerfold. Enough of the posters. Well, what's the smell?
The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume. Probably Grenade number 5.
How am I so familiar with perfume scents, I wonder? Study the centerfold.
The actress is draped in a sheathed dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera.
Continue.
This is Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death.
What happened to her, Encyclopedia?
She wasted away in a drug den called the Door to the River, not far from here on Boogie Street, a mixture of cocaine and morphine. She was afraid of the world and the camera, too.
That sounds miserable. I'm sorry to hear it. I'm also sorry... I'm sorry about a lot of things, but it seems a shame, if that was true, to have a centerfold of her, yeah? I don't know. Enough of the posters.
The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard.
Right.
Toolbox.
Examine that radio.
Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed. Likely by the missing lady driver.
She's very cautious. Continue.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
The lieutenant leans closer to the radio and hums that. Continue.
It has to be an advanced model to fit so many frequencies next to each other without blending them together.
Right. What about the Speed Freaks FM? Is it one of the saved stations here? Why would anyone need so many radio stations? Is there anything we can do with the radio? What else is here? So there's a conclude option, which means I'm probably going to be able to take multiple options. So let's go ahead and barb him about Speed Freaks again. I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
No, that's on 78.9.
He stops, coughing awkwardly. Raise your eyebrows.
What? I happen to have committed the frequency to memory. I have no problem admitting that.
You should be confident in your hobbies, Kim. It's fine. It's great, in fact. I love it. Why would anyone need so many radio stations? Yes, why would they?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV.
He flicks a switch on the radio. Okay.
Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range, too.
So she's very important. To some organization, anyway. Continue.
A 20-kilometer radius at least. Perhaps extended by an attachable antenna that's not here right now.
It seems possible. Is there anything we can do with the radio?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without a dial key.
And I suppose that's the whole point. All right, what else is here?
The ghostly actresses and the rusty toolbox under the driver's seat and the oddly bulging seat cover.
Right. So check the pedals. What do you mean?
You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver.
Right, but can I have them? Continue?
But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
What, a piece of sandpaper on the throttle. Continue? Why?
Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Oh, sure. Looks like the driver has glued a piece of sandpaper to the throttle to offer some extra grip. Sure, may as well point out my observation. Theoretically, that's my job, right?
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
The lieutenant repeats. The sandpaper would also rub off the pattern from the driver's right boot sole. You have a point, brain!
Yes?
He likes where this is going. One of the footprints at this crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
Well, very possibly anyway. The lieutenant's eyes light up behind his prescription lenses. Apparently he's only got one. Wait, the missing 8th Hardy, here, and she was also the one running the drug trade. What a handful. First the drug smuggling, now this. How deep does this rabbit hole go? Women, shake your head. Always up to something. No. I mean, it seems weird to be expressing surprise at this, given that it's me that was suggesting it, but it's the wait option, which means that I can take this without any consequence, so I'm going to do it.
Looks like her, yes.
It does, doesn't it? And she was also the one running the drug trade. I mean, we don't know that for sure. We don't know that for certain, but it does seem quite likely based on our investigation, right? First the drug smuggling, now this. How deep does the rabbit hole go? What's the difference here? We don't... Yeah, we wouldn't know for a fact that she's... I already... this one. No. This doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which one. I'm going to do this one.
Now we know for certain who is the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
Those jerks, definitely. I think the entire Union is involved. Maybe all of Martinez look around suspiciously. Not necessarily. The lady driver could have kept the drug trade a secret. This would fit what Joyce told us, but I don't want to make any assumptions. I'm going to go with this one.
Understood. We should still go and see what Titus has got to say on the matter.
He writes something
Are
down.
we finished with the lorry?
We are not. Continue.
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. The radio transmitter sits on the center console, and a faint smell of perfume is in the air.
Right. I'm going to pull out the toolbox first before I peel the cover off the passenger seat. I want that to be the grand finale because I'm proud of myself for noticing. Anyway, pull out toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper.
Well, unfold the newspaper then.
It's an issue of Peripherique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
Pick that up. Pick it up. Pick up that note.
It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system.
Okay, continue.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
The lieutenant leans over your shoulder to examine the note, and his thought trails off at the end. Okay, so there's another radio system that is not common knowledge, and this person, whoever runs this lorry, knows about it. Okay, push it in.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. Posters, a radio, dust on the windows.
Right, peel the cover off of the passenger seat.
Voila. A stack of neatly folded papers has been stashed behind the seating fabric. You see 3 maps depicting a large metropolitan area. It's Revachol. Some of its routes and highways have been outlined with a pen.
Interesting. Continue.
Bonne prise.
The lieutenant commends you as you shift through the treasure, well worn and folded into neat squares. Fold open the topmost fat map, return papers under the seat. I mean, why would I? Yeah, let's look at the topmost. What we got?
This large map displays the elevated motorway called 881. The intake leading to Martinez is marked with a blue X. There's another X on the off-ramp at a place called the Old South.
The Old South. Okay.
Toll booths at the intakes are marked with a circle. It looks like there are scant few ways of getting onto the elevated motorway that runs over Jamrock, and this person knows them all.
Seemingly. Continue.
There, hundreds of thousands of motor carriages roar on the 881. High above the mass of brown and red roofs, that is Jamrock. The commuters don't even look down. The world ceases to exist outside the windshield.
Where does the road lead? Fold up the second map. Well, let's pursue this thought. Where does the road lead?
To Kuron, through the middle-income neighborhoods there, by the river, and then to Stella Maris and La Delta for work, while the men and women of Jamrock scuttle to their fates below the road.
Scuttle to their fates. Such a flattering way to describe it. Fold open the second map.
This municipal map from the 30s displays a complex system of storm sewers underneath a sub-district called the Pox, old military hospital, right adjacent to the 41st precinct.
Right by the precinct. Continue.
Wind rips through the empty hallways of the once great military hospital, now just a ruin under an overgrown park. Beneath the hospital, great sewer tunnels hum and vibrate with life of their own.
Literal underground passageways, huh? Where does that sound?
The rattle of motor carriages and lorries driving through long forgotten tunnels, lit by gaslights.
Look at the third map.
The final map displays a labyrinth of service tunnels left over from the construction of Motorway 881. A few routes have been marked with a pen, where the tunnels and sewers surface near the eminent domain and a traffic island in central Jamrock by the lake.
Continue.
These service tunnels were probably used during the construction of the foundation beneath the motorway.
Interfacing. I'm pretty sure that was mentioned in the description of the map, but okay, thank you. Continue.
Despite the cold, figures move about cloaked in shadow, their breath escaping in white clouds that fade into the darkness. Wherever you look, the night gives cover to her messengers.
And where are they going?
They travel from eminent domain to perdition and onto the main, over the river Esperance, on Route 881 to the Old South. The exit ramp is supposed to be shut down, but there's much activity.
Go on.
The road spreads like the tentacles of a great octopus.
A great octopus. Continue.
Looks like the smugglers have infiltrated the road network belonging to East Motor Tract.
The smugglers have infiltrated the motor tract.
So it would seem.
The lieutenant examines the maps with a furrowed brow. Continue. So I take it we are at this point assuming that our investigation is correct, and even though we don't have any hard proof that this person is a drug runner, it's seeming likely enough that that's what we're just going with at this point, I guess? Fair, I guess. Continue.
The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads, though apparently not all of them.
Where does the contraband end up? Who do you think is behind this? Return the stack of papers under the seat. Where does the contraband end up? Sure.
Hard to say. This distribution network looks certainly large, yet still vague enough. It doesn't reveal much about the Besmerti behind it.
Besmerti. That sounds vaguely familiar. It doesn't, though. Please explain.
The Besmerti is a Revacholian crime syndicate. They
Oh.
see themselves as the inheritors of the 14 Revacholian Indo-tribes. But really, they're just violent gangs vying for control on the west side of Revachol.
Uh-huh. Continue.
With cool names, like La Puta Madre and Aura Masta. It's a dark parody.
He adds with contempt. Okay, so these are the names of those groups that you were mentioning when we were trying to intimidate. That was the racist lorry driver, wasn't it? So who do you think is behind this?
It's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. This operation has spread everywhere in Jamrock. If it's that widespread, then Madre remains the most likely suspect.
Great, so we are getting into some big-scale stuff. Continue.
Here's bad news. There have been attempts at a serious investigation before, but they haven't ended well for those involved.
Uh-huh. The lieutenant removes his glasses and polishes them with a handkerchief. How many of those handkerchiefs you got there, my man? Continue.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is a brave man for saying Madre's name without the winces and whispers that usually accompany it.
Indeed. That was a success. A meager success, but a success nonetheless. Return the stack of papers under the seat.
Best not to disturb the scene.
Lieutenant nods.
I'll have forensics go over the lorry and pick this up later.
Disturb the scene. I mean, you could say that we disturbed the scene by breaking the window, but yeah, fair enough. I guess this is all part of investigation now, huh? So, if the lady driver has any eyes on her truck, she absolutely knows that we are onto her. Continue.
The stack of maps looks just like before, barely noticeable. The movie stars look silently by, and the pull-out toolbox has a rubber handle, worn from years of use.
Well, let's close that door. We're done here.
You close the rusty old lorry door.
Rusty old lorry door. Continue.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
He steps away from the lorry. Okay, sounds good. I'm happy to have a word with you. Yes, what's up?
All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Yeah, good call. Seems like something police would do. What do you think of all this, Kim? I don't think there's anything to discuss. Leave! No, let's talk it over.
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation.
And meanwhile, we're two dudes, and we just met each other a few days ago. Continue.
I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
It does, doesn't it? Continue.
This means it's well-funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing it.
Seems that way. Continue.
I'm not sure what the ULAN frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
I suppose it's possible. Continue.
Oh, and the maps we found. They reveal the geographical extent of the operation. Looks like they've used abandoned tunnels and access roads to stay hidden. This is useful info.
It is, yes, but there's only so much we can do about it as individuals. Continue. Continue.
And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the Union connection we've been searching for.
Maybe so. Continue.
The probe and the case converged, he thinks. This was quite the find.
What about the movie posters? How do they factor into all this? So it turns out this is connected to the Union. Will the RCM open an investigation into this? I assume that the movie posters have nothing to do with anything, and it'll just take me down in his estimation if I bring it up. I should say, while I don't know exactly how this game works in a lot of, like, the stuff under the surface, right? The inner workings of this game, I don't really know how it works. The reason I get nervous about this sort of thing with Kim is I've looked through the achievements, because that's something I just do idly sometimes. And there's an achievement for Kim having the highest possible opinion of you, and there's an achievement for Kim having the lowest possible achievement for you, opinion of you, which suggests to me that there's a hidden stat, which is how good of a cop Kim thinks you are. And I suspect that when he starts to get a little snide with me and is like, oh yeah, this guy's the real deal and all that, I suspect that means that my stat in that particular meter is getting kind of low. Honestly, I don't know how it works, but it makes me nervous, you know? So it turns out this is connected to the Union then.
Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them, to other ends, as extra ammunition.
Okay, fair enough. I can't help but notice that the movie poster question is still available. So I guess I'll just go ahead and see what he says.
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
Maybe the trader's some sort of cinephile? Could the film industry be involved? Let's go with the cinephile option.
Yes, well,
He doesn't say more. I guess that's not saying much. Fair enough. Will the RCM open an investigation into this?
we should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it.
Is it okay to wait until the end of the day? Wouldn't the lady driver have a decent chance of coming back to her lorry before then? Continue.
There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation. Sometime later, when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
Fair enough. He stops to think. So what are you thinking?
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An
Oh.
investigation, I mean.
Yeah.
Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption, right. Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
He nods. Right. So, if this is a situation where Madre is involved, and they have an arrangement with the RCM not to get involved, and then the two of us get snooping around and find all this stuff and turn it over to the state, to our department and basically put them in a situation where they must look into it, people aren't going to be happy about that. And we're going to get targeted for it. Fun. Okay, debrief over. Leave.
Debrief over. After you.
He nods. Okay. Great. Well, that is sure something. Let's have a look here. Oh yeah, I forgot. I opened up this menu and looking. There was new dialogue for what is the race enigma. Put the advanced race theory idea into a free internalizing slot in your head. If there are no free ones, free one up. Then pass some time, and when it's internalized, return to measure it. This is how thinking is done. Just in case you haven't figured out thoughts before this particular incident, I am really hesitant to do that. I don't have a better idea right now, but I'm not going to do it for the moment. Just in case anyone was wondering. Confront Hardy Boys are at the drug trade. Yeah. A person present at the lynching is also involved with the drug trade through the harbor, which links them to Hardy's boys. See what Titus has to say about it. It seems to me that if I'm going to talk to Titus about much of anything, I'm probably going to have to do... Where is it? This. Prove your authority to Titus Hardy. And I feel like that's going to be hard, because I have very little authority. Now, admittedly, I can take off all these things that give me minuses to authority, but even then, I'm still at a +1 total, and that's not great. I'm almost to another skill point, so like I'm almost to the point where I could technically put a point in it, but I don't know how much I care to do that. In any case, let's get moving. Oh, I've got my prybar out again, don't I? Yeah, okay, hang on. Yeah, all right, hang on. Yeah, okay, hang on. There we go. There we go. I do have to remember to get that out while I'm looking for things to, pry open. I'm not good about switching to it when necessary. Hey, officer, got a minute. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, hey, Tommy wants to talk to us. I'm guessing he saw us bust open the lorry of his friend. So I guess let's talk to Tommy. Hi, Tommy. How are you?
I, saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
The racist told us where her cabin is. We only searched it. No trouble. She's going to be fine. There's going to be an investigation. Sorry, man. I can't disclose the fact of an official investigation to you. How do we approach this? She's going to be fine is a lie, but she might be fine if we don't actually go prying into it, which we're not planning on right now. It's just that we have linked her to the drug trade. Of course, I can't really go telling Tommy that. He's just some rando. The racist told us where her cabin is. We only searched it. We would need probable cause, right? I don't... This is going to get messy no matter what.
Still better than me, I guess. Told you there's plenty of others who'd tell on her.
He leads in.
But, is she in trouble?
Oh, man. The truth of the matter is there's going to be investigation. And that would be... Telling him that is enough information for him to surmise that, yes, indeed, she was involved in the drug trade, which is what he was afraid of. This pretty much tells him the same information. Or it tells him that we didn't find anything and now we're, looking to cover our asses. But, there's going to be an investigation.
It's that bad. Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her?
He lets out a whistle, looking about 10 years older suddenly. No need for you to do anything. Don't worry, the police are looking into it. The last thing we need is more civilians involved. I really don't know. He's looking to help her. Telling him the police are looking into it is not going to help her, and he knows that, and I know that, and I'm not sure why I would say that. The last thing we need is more civilians involved is not going to help anything either. I really don't know, man.
Damn. I always warned her to watch herself. Man. Nothing to do now, I guess.
Well, that's just it. I think she seems to be a lot deeper into it than you were assuming. So I guess there isn't too much to do. Yeah, continue.
Maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can.
What's the plan with those rhymes anyway? All right, I had another question, actually. Good luck with that. Gotta run. What's the plan with the rhymes?
Oh, you know. Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician. Sprechgesang, but with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft.
The thought lightens him up. I also can't help but notice, Tommy, that you pronounce your name Tommy Leham. All right, sure. Close it. Good enough, I guess. Continue.
The correct grammar is Tommy Lahom.
Then why don't we ask him about that? Why Tommy Leham?
Tommy Lom was taken.
Oh.
My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
He shrugs in a what can you do manner. Okay, fair enough. Did I have another question? Let's find out.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
I'm not going to ask him for a smoke, although it seems like if I was going to get smokes from someone, he's probably more likely to do it than most other people around here. The empathy check, I don't have access to right now, so I guess that's it. Thanks, Tommy. Sorry about everything. There's only so much to be done, though. All right. So, where are we? What are we doing? I need to talk to Titus. I need to talk to Kuno. I'm worried about the Titus thing. I feel like that's also going to be a time-consuming engagement, right? I feel like that's... there's only so much left of this episode today, so I feel like maybe talking to Tommy is not the thing to do right now. Or not Tommy, sorry, Titus is not the thing to do right now. There's Kuno, and the Kunoette, of course. Is there anything back here that I hadn't seen before? I still can't interact with this thing, right?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing
My perception
material.
is so much better now that I suspect that if I put a point into this to unlock it, I would be able to get into that no problem. But I've only got 1 point right now, so I'm going to save the 1 point I've got. If I get 2 points, I might consider looking into there rather soon. All right, hi Kuno. What do I need to talk to Kuno? Let's see here. Kuno. What was the deal with Kuno? Missing insects case, right. Talking to Kuno about the case with the insects, the missing locusts, right? Right. Okay. All right. So if I'm talking to Kuno about locusts, do I need to change clothes at all? Empathy probably good. Composure probably good. Authority, I don't think Kuno necessarily is going to respect my authority, even if I had a whole bunch of it. So... maybe this is okay? Maybe this is okay, but I'm going to quick save just in case because Kuno has been damaging to my brain in the past. He makes me nervous, I don't know.
Does Kuno care?
The boy turns to you. He doesn't care. You wouldn't happen to know anything about missing locusts, would ya?
No. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
Is that so? Continue.
So he knows locusts are bugs.
He does indeed. Continue.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
The little one seems distraught. The little one? Is she the little one? Continue.
Shut up, see.
She's not gonna.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
What is this about? Now hold on, no one is lame here. Just tell me what happened. You kids are in trouble. Try to appease them, try to threaten them, get more information. I'm an information getter. What's this about?
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Uh-huh.
Kuno's not going to say anything without his lawyer present.
Continue.
There's definitely something going on here. Maybe he's got them stashed somewhere nearby, in some hidden place.
That would seem to make sense, reaction speed. Continue, though.
There's a suspicious shack in the eastern corner of the yard.
There certainly is, isn't there? Thank you, perception. Succeeded by 5. Okay, bye, Kuno.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
I recognize that. And East Shack. Shack East. Which one? What now? Over here? Shack in the East. Huh? Over here? This, you mean? Wait, is it this? Does that...
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
There we go. Why am I looking at this pile of roofing material? +1. Perception is suspicious. 97% chance of success. Yeah, I figured. It's like I say, my perception's got a lot higher since last time I was here. Let's do it.
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
I just rolled an 11 on that. I rolled an 11 on that. Don't waste your 11s on that. It's fine. Pull the panels aside.
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
A shabby little door. Well, that was easy. Great. Got an experience point. I mean, a skill point. Yeah, continue.
What is this then? A tool shed?
He peeks inside.
Let's investigate.
Oh, let's. All right, let's have a look. What do we got? Is it going to be dark in here? It's a little bit dark. Let's go ahead and get the flashlight out, just in case it's going to be helpful here. Flashlight on the right, prybar on the left. Let's do this. All right, so what do we got? What are you? It's crawling with locusts in here.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows.
What? Continue?
Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising. Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants.
Kuno's been building buildings for locusts? Continue?
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case
Lieutenant looks around, writes something in his notebook, and turns to you.
of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a subcase of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Yes, precisely what I was thinking. Stop being so sarcastic, Kim. I'm going to go ahead and call him out, because if I say this, I suspect he's going to be like, this friggin' guy.
Oh, I'm not being sarcastic at all. We are making real progress here.
Listen, it's the first thing I looked at in the cabin. I'm sure there's going to be more interesting things around, okay? Continue.
When someone says they're not being sarcastic, it's usually a good sign that they're being very sarcastic.
Cool rhetoric, thank you for that. You think the Insulindian phasmid is nearby? We should talk to Kuno about this, get him to stop. Let's just see what he says.
If anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. The phasmid did not take the bait from the traps. It was Kuno. The phasmid doesn't exist.
Continue.
But what do I know?
He shrugs. Yeah, fair enough.
Use your powers of deduction. You knew the magic bug was nowhere near here. The phasmid is impairing your judgment.
How dare it? We should talk to Kuno about it.
I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
Stop. That sounded less sarcastic, but I suspect it still was sarcastic, Kim. I don't like the skittery noises in here. I mean, it's fine. It's fair. I understand. It's locusts all over the place, but, like, it makes me uncomfortable. What's this? A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder. Okay.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine.
All right, calm down, electrochemistry.
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
I would imagine he is. Continue.
There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere. I wasn't thinking about taking it, I swear. I was thinking about justice. I've heard amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective? Thinking about justice. How do we want to approach this? This is the boring option, obviously. This is boring. I'm trying not to take drugs anyways, but I don't know how I feel about taking the boring option all the time, you know? I was thinking about justice.
Of course, detective. Swift justice. Don't worry, we don't have to investigate every trace of narcotics.
Lieutenant points to the ladder in the corner. Okay, what about it?
Yeah, swift, lightning justice. Faster, harder, justicer.
Justicer! Continue.
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Oh, that sounds good. Nice. End. Okay, cool. Local kids using secret paths. Like it. Pighead, though. Tell me about Pighead. Cured pig's head. It looks mummified. Okay. I wonder how he got a mummified pig's head. What's this? The poster said, get out of the way or get fucked up. Okay, cool. Thanks. What's this? 40 cents. Taking Kuno's money. Did it. Great. So, ladder, huh? Let's at least have a look at the ladder before anything else. Ho ho. Jacket. Nice. What's this? Can I not reach it? Is it too high up there? Where am I going? You have to go all the way around. Oh, you have to go all the way around and up to get to that, huh? Okay. Apparently that's what Harry thinks anyway. Why can I not run? I can run. I was just getting stuck on stuff. Okay, so there's a trapdoor here. Let's have a look at this. Can I from here? Is it too far away? It's too far away. Okay. Well, fine. Let's poke around the roof a little bit. What do we got up here? There's a box there. Seems I can get there from here. How about this? What's that? It won't tell me. What is it? This doorway is going to collapse soon. I hope it doesn't do so immediately. What's this? Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Okay, and there's a thing here. Postcard, Grand Couronne 37. Well, let's have a look. Items. This one. This postcard depicts an ill-advised residential area overlooking the Jamrock Quarter. 13-story buildings line the hillside like sarcophagi, an ominous fog already rising from behind. These are the last boom years. In 39, the project fails catastrophically, leaving behind an opiate and hepatitis B-infested slum. Great! Lovely. What a wonderful thing to have in my inventory. Can I not go this way? It seems I cannot go this way. There's money, though. I nearly missed it. Oh, I bet you there's tear up here, too, actually. Maybe not, but I should at least get the bag out, huh? I probably don't need the flashlight now that we're out in the open. Let me just switch it up here. There we go. That's not what I wanted. Okay, this way. Is there genuinely not a way to... Say if I wanted to go here, what would you advise? Oh, I can just walk up there. The path is just difficult to... Ah, there's like a... I see, there's like a chunk of concrete or whatever here. Nice, no Shafet, I'll take it. Can I go here? Oh, I can! You can just climb up these boxes here. Ah, I see. Well, isn't that lovely? Alright, so what we got? We got 90 cents, we got... $1.10, we got a door here... Wait. What?! What?! I'm on the other side of the... Well, isn't it fortunate that I didn't decide to become a racist? Door! Door! How do I door? How do I... What is the... This is the door that I wanted to open on the other side of Measurehead, right? I'm pretty sure. Isn't it? Zoom out. Measurehead's over there. That's the door. So I found a way to the other side of the door, but how do I get to here? Go here. Go there. Kim, help me. I can't figure it out. It feels like I should be able to just go this way and then through whatever this is, but it's not letting me do that. What am I missing, Kim? I want to go here.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Policeman cloak. I would like it. Continue.
When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back.
You son of a gun, it's a cop's cloak. The cloak does not concern me at the moment. It does, though.
Yes, it's probably yours.
Huh?
It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment.
He judges the drop. Continue.
You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Look around. What exactly are we doing up here? Do you really think the cloak is mine? Should I go for it? Jump. Savoir Faire challenging 12. Go for the cloak. Jump over the ledge. All right. Well, let's do some prep work. Look around.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard.
Continue.
That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Kvalsund 1020 HK, pointed the crane. Motherfucker let out a whistle. Now that's a huge crane. It's just a machine, Lieutenant. Like a giant hammer or a pair of pliers. Nothing to see here. Let him have this moment of wonder. I'm gonna point at the crane and say what it is. I made a success. Blah ha ha.
Is it? Kvalsund makes a lot of heavy equipment, but this is phenomenal, even for them.
He looks at you impressed. Hooray, I'm impressive.
But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here.
He looks at the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind. Why was that necessary? Whatever, I'm glad you enjoyed your moment. All right, what exactly are we doing up here?
I was under the impression we are on our way to meet the king of this castle under siege, Evrard, one of the people we're interviewing. This way, we may be able to get around his henchmen.
It does seem that way, but... Oh, maybe this door is locked and this door is also locked, and that's why we need to jump down? I see. Continue.
Or it could be that we are just exploring.
He looks around, wind rustling his hair. Do you really think this cloak is mine? Should I go for it? Jump? Let's go ahead and ask.
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it...
He looks over the ledge at the cold pavement below.
Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
Sounds great. Continue.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide?
Is that going to help or damage my savoir-faire that I now think it's a bag of goodies? Neither! Not right now. Savoir-faire, huh? Savoir-faire. Well, let's see what I got for savoir-faire. Give me a minute, huh? I'm at a -1 right now, so I need to fix that. Savoir-faire. Is that my shoes? That is my shoes. Okay, well, we can fix that right now. -1 for my trousers. Let's not go to that. Ah! Superstar glasses. You mean I have to wear giant sunglasses because it looks like I'm gonna have to jump? And that's a joke that maybe a couple of you might get. It's Strong Bad. He's from 2000. Ask your parents. Okay, so this is probably as good as it's gonna get, huh? Probably as good as it's gonna get. All right.
The tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings
83%
is
chance.
still caught on the railing.
Let's do it. Go for the cloak. Jump over the ledge. I failed. I failed. I failed. I'm gonna hurt myself. I hurt myself. I didn't hurt myself.
Nope. No. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here.
That's not at all what it says. It says, holy wow, that's high. Doesn't seem dangerous. Lieutenant must be crazy to suggest that. This is certain death. Vertigo almost pushes you over the edge. I rolled a 4. Man, that's a miss by 1. Right, I can't do it right now. I'll make the jump next time.
Sure. Just be careful, okay? Looks like you almost strained a muscle there.
He looks at you worried. I seem to have, yes. But fortunately, I just put a whole bunch of skill points into my endurance, so I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Not right now. Okay, so I don't have the savoir-faire to jump down there just at the moment. I could technically boost it with something around here. Yeah, this right here. I could just boost it up. And that would let me get it another shot at it, which may be the thing to do. But for now, why don't we just go talk to Kuno, huh? Why don't we just go talk to Kuno for the moment? Is there something else around here that I missed? I don't think so. But I didn't have my... I did have the prybar out initially. I just didn't have, Wait, how do I leave? This way, right, the trapdoor. I remember. I've remembered. Okay, right over here. Okay, and nothing else in here. So back out into the courtyard. Let's go talk to a child. With a prybar in my hand, which isn't threatening at all. Don't worry about it. Hello, Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Okay, I know you took the locust from the traps the cryptozoologist set up. I believe that's the thing to do. Kuno, I found your shack. Point to the shack. Why don't we start there? I found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I pushed the panels aside, Kuno. I phase shifted through the roofing material. That one! I phase shifted!
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
You don't know that.
You can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Uh-huh.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit.
He says to himself, then turns to you.
How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
If you are able to read my mind, I'm able to phase through stuff, and that's just you're just gonna have to accept that. Okay, so what was with the pig head? I found a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about that? Is that my coat up there? I'm pretty sure it's mine. Pointed at your coat, waving in the wind. Could I get into the harbor from the roof? I've heard enough of this. What was with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
He picks a bit of dirt from his fingernail. Were you trying to send me a message of some sort? Demo tape? Like some kind of musician? Cool pig head. I liked it. I got one too. This one. Point to your head. It's shit. Forget it. I'm not saying those things. No, he wasn't trying to send me a message, aside from that he doesn't like pigs. Maybe not me specifically, but maybe pigs in general? Could be. Could be. Some kind of musician? He's not going to go for that at all, I don't imagine. But maybe. Maybe. I do like to point at my head and insult my own mental state. Sure.
What?
Great question, Kim.
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
He looks confused. It's too much even for Kuno.
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
I got experience for it, that's what it is. Continue.
Well played. No one saw that coming.
It's true. No one did. I got 15 experience for it, too. All right, so I found a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about it? Sure. He's going to expect me to ask. I'm the cops.
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
I mean, I knew you were high, so sure, makes sense. What do you have to say about electrochemistry? I know you're just, champing at the bit.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
Yeah, I'm sure I could. Electrochemistry, thanks for that. Is that my code up there? I'm pretty sure it's mine.
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that.
Kuno squints at it. After all what? Thanks, kid. After all what, exactly?
Don't sweat it, drunk pig. Kuno will keep your nasty secret. Kuno's not snitching.
Does it count as snitching if you tell the person in question themselves? Kuno taps his nose twice in conspiracy, by the way. Continue.
He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it.
You probably did. Continue.
That explains the calluses on your hands. You scale the side of the building, entertaining the local kids.
Says endurance. Wow, that actually took a lot of endurance to make that particular check. Continue.
Yet, that conclusively explains how the coat got up there.
It sure does. Could I get into the harbor from the roof?
Course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just gotta fly, pig.
I tried that. It didn't go so well.
Kuno knows. Kuno and C saw you shit yourself. It's okay, pig. Not everyone can face the fear Kuno style.
Can you give me any advice on that front that might let me, say, remake a white check? Continue.
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
Thanks, physical instrument. Why is physical instrument's neck so long, I wonder? So, the thing about it is that Kuno is a child, and children are very good at, dropping distances and being okay. I mean, they're not unbreakable or anything, but, I'm a 50 years old plus some man. My skeleton is a lot more fragile than this young boy's, but okay, I've heard enough of this.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
What do you mean? We just talked about your kingdom. It went great. Whatever. I know you took the locust from the caps the cryptozoologist set up. Do you know what those are? I don't even know. Let's just accuse you anyway.
Yeah? Kuno took the bugs. So what?
He says slowly, meeting your gaze with sullen defiance. You say you don't give a fuck about bugs, and then you go and build a whole bug town. Why steal locusts? Couldn't you find some other pets? This one, Bug Town. You built a bug town. I saw it.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
He says, enunciating every syllable. The city of locusts. And there were a lot of them. Have you been doing this, repeatedly? Why didn't you take them from all the other traps? Why just the one? The one that was furthest away from everything. Continue.
Stop!
She wails from behind the fence, then buries her face in her hands.
You stop. It's like their fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
He's really into this. Continue.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination.
This is amazing. Continue.
The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
City of Rage sounds like a cool place. What are you now, some kind of artist now? Whatever, kids, I just wanted to ask. City of Rage! City of Rage! Do it!
Kuno, the pig wants to help you. Oh, that's how lame it is. Please just don't say you're...
She moans. Come on, Kuno, back me up on this. City of Rage!
An artist? Maybe I am an artist. You hear that, everyone? I'm a fucking artist now.
He pushes his chest out. Apparently, I have a degree in art, so, I could probably, bestow you an honorary degree, right? That's how it works, I'm sure. Continue.
Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno, Kuno.
Hold on, did I hear you right? You said I. I mean, you did. He did. Twice. Nod, making art is a worthy calling. I'm something of an... worthy calling. I'm something of an artist myself. You should listen to your friend, Kuno. Art's lame as hell. He did say I. Last time I observed something intellectually about his method of speaking and then followed up on it, I took volition damage, but whatever, I'm doing it again. You said I.
Kuno made Kuno. Kuno says whatever the fuck he wants. There are no rules here, pig.
He steps closer.
I fucking say I when I wanna, and Kuno when I wanna. Kuno's free. Kuno's free to fucking die, bitch.
He's so aggro all the time. Continue.
This is what he sometimes does when things get tense.
Nod, making art is a worthy calling. A worthy calling. I can't. Why can I not say worthy calling? I keep saying worthy calling. I'm something of an artist myself. Yeah, let's go with that one.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in like 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Continue.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
He tears at the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give way. Continue.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
This child is invincible. His conceptualization stat must be entirely off the chain. Continue.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
A leaden silence fills the yard. For what exactly, Kuno S? For what exactly?
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window.
That depends on the choices you make, young girl. Oh, come on. No one's going to take you away. Say nothing. Oh, do we let her just stew? Do we let her just stew? Or do we pull the attention right on her? Sure.
Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence.
Continue.
For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face.
I'm not sure why, though. Is he just furious that I've threatened Kuno S? Is that the idea? I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. Those locusts are bait. I have to ask, what does the city of locusts mean? What's going to happen to the locusts? Nod toward the shack. What does the city of locusts mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck.
He turns his burning face up to the falling rain. So he's just embarrassed. I see. Continue.
Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
He says finally, lowering his gaze to meet yours. Well, it looks like he's disenchanted with the idea. I was trying to think of that word. All I could think of was disenamored, and I don't think that's a word. Any case, this might be the time to try and convince him not to take the locusts anymore, so let's go ahead and try it.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
He turns towards the fence.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
Just popping up and down. What's going to happen to the locusts? Nod toward the shack.
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
I mean, that sounds in character. Okay, now that that's settled, I'd better be off.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
He asks before you leave. The Insulindian phasmid or none of your business? Well, sure, we'll just tell him. It's the phasmid. He mutters to himself.
He recognizes the name.
Wait, you know what the Insulindian phasmid is? Later, Kuno. You know?
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit.
He says angrily.
Fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
Why would... It's the Insulindian phasmid. Why would you know about... Whatever, end. Great. Kuno's tired of this. So, that's enough of that, I guess. And C's bored. Great. Good for her. Cool. Well, I appear to have resolved the situation with the locusts. Good job, me. Good job. I'm guessing I also have the ability to just hop down on the roof again, but we're at the end of this episode. So thank you for watching. I've apparently somewhat merged with Kim. We are now I was trying to think of, what would it be if it's two human men back to back merged into one? It's not a centaur. It's got no tar at all. It's a sen. That's not anything, though. That's nothing. Don't worry about it. Ignore me. Thank you for watching. Next time, I guess we need to check in with the cryptozoologist. I guess we need to go up onto the roof and talk to Everard. I guess we need to talk to Titus at some point, but I feel like I need to figure out a way to get my authority be a little better before that. But in any case, we'll figure it out. We'll take it as it comes. I'll see you next time.